Yeah, man, we in here. Claim your inheritance. We got a problem on the coast. Problem on the coast. We got a missing cargo ship. Okay, so it's been reported all over. I just picked the first thing smoking. U.S. News. All right. That's going to affect the coast of North Carolina and possibly South Carolina, from what I can tell. So if you're in Tyrell work farm, I know you don't get to go to the beach, but you're close enough to it whenever you go to work. All right. And for all the people who make it a habit, a tradition of coming to South Carolina and North Carolina during March and April to party in March and April during the bike week tour that goes from Key West, Florida to Boston, then I suggest you find another place to hold your orgy. Either come inland and hold your orgy there. Don't do an orgy at all, or stay home, or go somewhere else. Just don't go to the North and South Carolina beaches for a couple of months here. Okay, and I'm getting ready to explain why. The container lost from a cargo ship contains sulfuric acid. Coast Guard cargo ship loses 70 of its 30,000 containers off North Carolina in high storm winds and towering seas. It was posted March 5th, 2018 at 5:32 p.m. The Associated Press reports. Nags Head, North Carolina, Associated Press. The U.S. Coast Guard says a cargo ship lost 70 of its 30,000 containers off North Carolina's Outer Banks in 65-mile-per-hour storm winds and waves up to 30 feet tall. The agency says one of the containers knocked overboard Saturday from the Maersk Shanghai contained nearly 6,000 pounds of sulfuric acid, a chemical commonly used to produce fertilizer. The Virginian pilot of Norfolk reports that Coast Guard spokesman Ronald Hodges cites experts in saying the environmental threat appeared minimal because sulfuric acid dissolves in salt water. Company spokeswoman Catherine Mascara says the Liberia flagged ship anchored in Charleston, South Carolina, where officials were assessing the situation. The Coast Guard says it found 4 of the containers floating offshore. It wasn't immediately reported what other containers held. All right, so it was first reported in the Virginia Pilot, and the report is a report of a Coast Guard report that talked about a Liberian ship. Okay, so of course, for the Israelites, we know that Liberia was founded by Israelites. So one of the, maybe one of the that one lady that breaks down signs and stuff like that can break down the sign, because I don't normally get into that. And so uh, we see that a country founded by Israelites lost 30 containers, 70 containers. 70 is a significant number out of 30,000 containers, and one of which had 6,000 pounds of sulfuric acid. Okay, so it dissolves in salt water, so it's not going to eat you instantly if it fully spills out of the container. If the container just opens all the way and you come in contact with the sulfuric acid, it's not just going to dissolve you instantly. Okay, but you can get very sick from that situation. So uh, apparently 3 of the containers were found out of the 70 that were lost, and they didn't divulge what was in those containers to the general public. All right. So you guys be safe out there. and shalom.